Could you wrap them up separately? Could you wrap them up separately? Could you wrap them up separately? I don't think it will lead to a good result. I don't think it will lead to a good result. I don't think it will lead to a good result. I'm happy to have been a part of your life. I'm happy to have been a part of your life. I'm happy to have been a part of your life. Let's try to make him forget his troubles. Let's try to make him forget his troubles. Let's try to make him forget his troubles. When is your first practice? When is your first practice? When is your first practice? Did you watch the football game? Did you watch the football game? Did you watch the football game? We understand that from him. We understand that from him. We understand that from him. That must be worth millions. That must be worth millions. That must be worth millions. It was good talking to you. It was good talking to you. It was good talking to you. Well, all joking aside. Well, all joking aside. Well, all joking aside. They're quite nice, aren't they? They're quite nice, aren't they? They're quite nice, aren't they? It's only a party in honor of my birthday. It's only a party in honor of my birthday. It's only a party in honor of my birthday. I'd like to pick seashells this afternoon. I'd like to pick seashells this afternoon. I'd like to pick seashells this afternoon. Enclosed is a copy of marriage certificate. Enclosed is a copy of marriage certificate. Enclosed is a copy of marriage certificate. I can't stand that show. I can't stand that show. I can't stand that show. We are pleased to send you. We are pleased to send you. We are pleased to send you. It's not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea. I have to shave my beard. I have to shave my beard. I have to shave my beard. I'd like to make a withdrawal. I'd like to make a withdrawal. I'd like to make a withdrawal. I went to York University. I went to York University. I went to York University. Ducks know how to swim when they are born. Ducks know how to swim when they are born. Ducks know how to swim when they are born. May I have extension 637? May I have extension 637? May I have extension 637? Joe is always starting arguments with Sue. Joe is always starting arguments with Sue. Joe is always starting arguments with Sue. I agree with your suggestion. I agree with your suggestion. I agree with your suggestion. His work was revolutionary. His work was revolutionary. His work was revolutionary. Are you currently on a diet? Are you currently on a diet? Are you currently on a diet? Is this Jim's office? Is this Jim's office? Is this Jim's office? Could you pass the sugar, please? Could you pass the sugar, please? Could you pass the sugar, please? He sat with his arms across the chest. He sat with his arms across the chest. He sat with his arms across the chest. My grandpa died of hunger in the old days. My grandpa died of hunger in the old days. My grandpa died of hunger in the old days. I saw him playing football on the playground. I saw him playing football on the playground. I saw him playing football on the playground. The brain needs a continuous supply of blood. The brain needs a continuous supply of blood. The brain needs a continuous supply of blood. When is the last day I can pay for this? When is the last day I can pay for this? When is the last day I can pay for this? I'd really appreciate any help I could get. I'd really appreciate any help I could get. I'd really appreciate any help I could get. This skirt matches this blouse, doesn't it? This skirt matches this blouse, doesn't it? This skirt matches this blouse, doesn't it? We feel strongly that you need to work harder. We feel strongly that you need to work harder. We feel strongly that you need to work harder. We will enclose our photo. We will enclose our photo. We will enclose our photo. The walls are a bit tatty. The walls are a bit tatty. The walls are a bit tatty. I can't get into my work. I can't get into my work. I can't get into my work. Would you like to look through those? Would you like to look through those? Would you like to look through those? Where have you been in Japan? Where have you been in Japan? Where have you been in Japan? Where is the Canadian Embassy? Where is the Canadian Embassy? Where is the Canadian Embassy? How long have you been married? How long have you been married? How long have you been married? Our school covers 100 square meters. Our school covers 100 square meters. Our school covers 100 square meters. I can't learn the new songs fast enough. I can't learn the new songs fast enough. I can't learn the new songs fast enough. Will you be paying by cash or credit card? Will you be paying by cash or credit card? Will you be paying by cash or credit card? You will see it at the corner on your left. You will see it at the corner on your left. You will see it at the corner on your left. I'm not the kind of person who would do that. I'm not the kind of person who would do that. I'm not the kind of person who would do that. Please accept my sincerest condolences. Please accept my sincerest condolences. Please accept my sincerest condolences. You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. I'd rather have something sweet. I'd rather have something sweet. I'd rather have something sweet. I absolutely love moussaka. I absolutely love moussaka. I absolutely love moussaka. Is there a hospital near here? Is there a hospital near here? Is there a hospital near here? Breaking up is hard to do. Breaking up is hard to do. Breaking up is hard to do. Times have certainly changed. Times have certainly changed. Times have certainly changed. What's this one a picture of? What's this one a picture of? What's this one a picture of? John seldom gets together with his friends. John seldom gets together with his friends. John seldom gets together with his friends. They played a shameful part in the whole affair. They played a shameful part in the whole affair. They played a shameful part in the whole affair. I will cross my fingers and pray for you. I will cross my fingers and pray for you. I will cross my fingers and pray for you. It was thoughtless of me to do such a thing. It was thoughtless of me to do such a thing. It was thoughtless of me to do such a thing. I think it was Bleak House. I think it was Bleak House. I think it was Bleak House. Where is the airline's counter? Where is the airline's counter? Where is the airline's counter? Do you get much exercise? Do you get much exercise? Do you get much exercise? I need a low-maintenance cut. I need a low-maintenance cut. I need a low-maintenance cut. And have they lost any weight? And have they lost any weight? And have they lost any weight? Now she looks pale as if she were ill. Now she looks pale as if she were ill. Now she looks pale as if she were ill. Let me see your driver's license, please. Let me see your driver's license, please. Let me see your driver's license, please. I have no words to apologize to you. I have no words to apologize to you. I have no words to apologize to you. I'm not a liar and take your words back. I'm not a liar and take your words back. I'm not a liar and take your words back. If you're free, why don't we go out tonight? If you're free, why don't we go out tonight? If you're free, why don't we go out tonight? I was wondering what the next station is. I was wondering what the next station is. I was wondering what the next station is. Is it all right if I have another room key? Is it all right if I have another room key? Is it all right if I have another room key? Could you tell me how to fill out this form? Could you tell me how to fill out this form? Could you tell me how to fill out this form? Will this train stop at Waterfront Station? Will this train stop at Waterfront Station? Will this train stop at Waterfront Station? Everyone lies and there is nothing wrong with it. Everyone lies and there is nothing wrong with it. Everyone lies and there is nothing wrong with it. Do you have a Y console? Do you have a Y console? Do you have a Y console? Which team are you supporting? Which team are you supporting? Which team are you supporting? It's about a 3-hour drive. It's about a 3-hour drive. It's about a 3-hour drive. He invented the first apple. He invented the first apple. He invented the first apple. Sorry, I'm new here too. Sorry, I'm new here too. Sorry, I'm new here too. You're not committed to buying it. You're not committed to buying it. You're not committed to buying it. There are lots of huge buildings in Beijing. There are lots of huge buildings in Beijing. There are lots of huge buildings in Beijing. We enjoy driving along the new expressway. We enjoyed driving along the new expressway. We enjoy driving along the new expressway. How do you like our English literature teacher? How do you like our English literature teacher? How do you like our English literature teacher? If you don't help me, I will turn you in. If you don't help me, I will turn you in. If you don't help me, I will turn you in. We are pleased to send you a job offer. We are pleased to send you a job offer. We are pleased to send you a job offer. Maybe we could join you later. Maybe we could join you later. Maybe we could join you later. Every dog has his day. Every dog has his day. Every dog has his day. They're a match made in heaven. They're a match made in heaven. They're a match made in heaven. He spent most of his life gathering money. He spent most of his life gathering money. He spent most of his life gathering money. Please give my best regards to your family. Please give my best regards to your family. Please give my best regards to your family. Do you have this shirt in a smaller size? Do you have this shirt in a smaller size? Do you have this shirt in a smaller size? I don't have much of an appetite these days. I don't have much of an appetite these days. I don't have much of an appetite these days. We are pleased to recommend this channel to you. We are pleased to recommend this channel to you. We are pleased to recommend this channel to you. You can accomplish anything if you believe in it. You can accomplish anything if you believe in it. You can accomplish anything if you believe in it. Dancing isn't really my thing. Dancing isn't really my thing. Dancing isn't really my thing. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's on the tip of my tongue. This one looks more like it. This one looks more like it. This one looks more like it. Whichever you choose, you won't be satisfied. Whichever you choose, you won't be satisfied. Whichever you choose, you won't be satisfied. We've got to do something about the neighbor's dog. We've got to do something about the neighbor's dog. We've got to do something about the neighbor's dog. We are told that we need to fly to Porto. We are told that we need to fly to Porto. We are told that we need to fly to Porto. I don't even have time to catch my breath. I don't even have time to catch my breath. I don't even have time to catch my breath. You can always start small. You can always start small. You can always start small. It's raining cats and dogs. It's raining cats and dogs. It's raining cats and dogs. This has a strong flavor. This has a strong flavor. This has a strong flavor. Think twice before you do it. Think twice before you do it. Think twice before you do it. Please stop bothering me. Please stop bothering me. Please stop bothering me. I'm confident I can do it. I'm confident I can do it. I'm confident I can do it. I recommend the sushi here. I recommend the sushi here. I recommend the sushi here. Let's go out to have a dinner, shall we? Let's go out to have a dinner, shall we? Let's go out to have a dinner, shall we? She intends to make teaching her profession. She intends to make teaching her profession. She intends to make teaching her profession. We are happy to send you this invitation. We are happy to send you this invitation. We are happy to send you this invitation. I watched a bit of TV. I watched a bit of TV. I watched a bit of TV. Don't be a backseat driver. Don't be a backseat driver. Don't be a backseat driver. I had an enjoyable childhood. I had an enjoyable childhood. I had an enjoyable childhood. There is hope so long as he is with us. There is hope so long as he is with us. There is hope so long as he is with us. Tony speaks English and he plays tennis. Tony speaks English and he plays tennis. Tony speaks English and he plays tennis. She sang perfectly in the hall last night. She sang perfectly in the hall last night. She sang perfectly in the hall last night. I'd like to cash a traveler's check, please. I'd like to cash a traveler's check, please. I'd like to cash a traveler's check, please. 1/3 of this area is covered with forest. 1/3 of this area is covered with forest. 1/3 of this area is covered with forest. The Constitution guards the liberty of the people. The Constitution guards the liberty of the people. The Constitution guards the liberty of the people. We are very sorry for him. We are very sorry for him. We are very sorry for him. What's your favorite dish to make? What's your favorite dish to make? What's your favorite dish to make? What shall we do this weekend? What shall we do this weekend? What shall we do this weekend? 2 tickets to London, please. 2 tickets to London, please. 2 tickets to London, please. Chris is really a heartbreaker. Chris is really a heartbreaker. Chris is really a heartbreaker. I have just heard from my sister, Mary. I have just heard from my sister, Mary. I have just heard from my sister, Mary. How impudent you are to say such a thing. How impudent you are to say such a thing. How impudent you are to say such a thing. I no longer feel devoted to this company. I no longer feel devoted to this company. I no longer feel devoted to this company. Would it be all right if I took a picture here? Would it be all right if I took a picture here? Would it be all right if I took a picture here? How do you have your coffee? How do you have your coffee? How do you have your coffee? There's a new show on tonight. There's a new show on tonight. There's a new show on tonight. First come, first served. First come, first served. First come, first served. They were really easy on him. They were really easy on him. They were really easy on him. We hope to receive the letter. We hope to receive the letter. We hope to receive the letter. Guess what I heard this morning? Guess what I heard this morning? Guess what I heard this morning? John, you listen to me. John, you listen to me. John, you listen to me. It has about 20 miles. It has about 20 miles. It has about 20 miles. We would be interested to learn another language. We would be interested to learn another language. We would be interested to learn another language. What YE games do you have? What YE games do you have? What YE games do you have? Check your petrol situation. Check your petrol situation. Check your petrol situation. I'm afraid it's non-negotiable. I'm afraid it's non-negotiable. I'm afraid it's non-negotiable. If the shoe fits, wear it. If the shoe fits, wear it. If the shoe fits, wear it. The next stop is Brussels. The next stop is Brussels. The next stop is Brussels. Which languages do you speak? Which languages do you speak? Which languages do you speak? His cake is 4 times as big as mine. His cake is 4 times as big as mine. His cake is 4 times as big as mine. It is the best film that I have ever seen. It is the best film that I have ever seen. It is the best film that I have ever seen. Betty and Susan are talking on the telephone. Betty and Susan are talking on the telephone. Betty and Susan are talking on the telephone. We are pleased to respond to your questions. We are pleased to respond to your questions. We are pleased to respond to your questions. There is something fundamentally wrong with your idea. There is something fundamentally wrong with your idea. There is something fundamentally wrong with your idea. We value this matter highly. We value this matter highly. We value this matter highly. The brakes don't work well either. The brakes don't work well either. The brakes don't work well either. I can't get over losing you. I can't get over losing you. I can't get over losing you. Don't give me any lip service. Don't give me any lip service. Don't give me any lip service. She's got an amazing style. She's got an amazing style. She's got an amazing style. I don't know how to express my gratitude. I don't know how to express my gratitude. I don't know how to express my gratitude. I have no other choice but to do so. I have no other choice but to do so. I have no other choice but to do so. No, I will just have a cup of coffee. No, I will just have a cup of coffee. No, I will just have a cup of coffee. I like New York in June, and how about you? I like New York in June, and how about you? I like New York in June, and how about you? I'd like to book a room, please. I'd like to book a room, please. I'd like to book a room, please. As you know, I am a very kind person. As you know, I am a very kind person. As you know, I am a very kind person. I am looking forward to your visit next week. I am looking forward to your visit next week. I am looking forward to your visit next week. Don't be a chicken, but just ask her out. Don't be a chicken, but just ask her out. Don't be a chicken, but just ask her out. There's a lot of work piled up on my desk. There's a lot of work piled up on my desk. There's a lot of work piled up on my desk. I'm too busy to bother with such details. I'm too busy to bother with such details. I'm too busy to bother with such details. It stands for the United States of America. It stands for the United States of America. It stands for the United States of America. They serve it with runny honey. They serve it with runny honey. They serve it with runny honey. What's your favorite type of food? What's your favorite type of food? What's your favorite type of food? My number is 1234. My number is 1234. My number is 1234. Nice talking to you. Bye. Nice talking to you. Bye. Nice talking to you. Bye. My father is at home looking for the ticket. My father is at home looking for the ticket. My father is at home looking for the ticket. You'll save time not waiting for the elevator. You'll save time not waiting for the elevator. You'll save time not waiting for the elevator. Learn to say the fight thing at the fight time. Learn to say the fight thing at the fight time. Learn to say the fight thing at the fight time. I don't understand what you're trying to say. I don't understand what you're trying to say. I don't understand what you're trying to say. Are your parents artistic too? Are your parents artistic too? Are your parents artistic too? You are not seen nothing yet. You are not seen nothing yet. You are not seen nothing yet. We think that he knows everything. We think that he knows everything. We think that he knows everything. I love it, it's my dream car. I love it, it's my dream car. I love it, it's my dream car. I can't believe that would happen. I can't believe that would happen. I can't believe that would happen. I was about to leave when my friends arrived. I was about to leave when my friends arrived. I was about to leave when my friends arrived. I'd call myself an atheist. I'd call myself an atheist. I'd call myself an atheist. The damage was caused by external forces. The damage was caused by external forces. The damage was caused by external forces. They misplaced this book under other categories. They misplaced this book under other categories. They misplaced this book under other categories. Well, I don't know quite how to put this. Well, I don't know quite how to put this. Well, I don't know quite how to put this. I went out with a gorgeous girl last night. I went out with a gorgeous girl last night. I went out with a gorgeous girl last night. Shall I have him call you when he gets back? Shall I have him call you when he gets back? Shall I have him call you when he gets back? We hope that you will come to Lisbon one day. We hope that you will come to Lisbon one day. We hope that you will come to Lisbon one day. We will be delighted to meet with you next week. We will be delighted to meet with you next week. We will be delighted to meet with you next week. We shall be interested in hearing your comments. We shall be interested in hearing your comments. We shall be interested in hearing your comments. Sure, it's road number 314. Sure, it's road number 314. Sure, it's road number 314. I need to put $100 into the bank. I need to put $100 into the bank. I need to put $100 into the bank. I'm afraid that she's on the other line now. I'm afraid that she's on the other line now. I'm afraid that she's on the other line now. It rained every day while I was in Hawaii. It rained every day while I was in Hawaii. It rained every day while I was in Hawaii. It looks like it's going to be a long meeting. It looks like it's going to be a long meeting. It looks like it's going to be a long meeting. We would appreciate it if you will let us know. We would appreciate it if you will let us know. We would appreciate it if you will let us know. Your advice is being discussed by our committee. Your advice is being discussed by our committee. Your advice is being discussed by our committee. Do you have any other symptoms? Do you have any other symptoms? Do you have any other symptoms? They are performing as expected. They are performing as expected. They are performing as expected. How much is the remittance fee? How much is the remittance fee? How much is the remittance fee? About 180 centimeters. About 180 centimeters. About 180 centimeters.